Hello there, social media world and the YouTube world. Yes, you are seeing correct. It is me, KJ, Kevin, Rev Kev, all the names you could put it. I'm here, live and in the flesh. It has been a while, and trust me, doing this right now is bringing back so many memories. It's nostalgic, as they would say. And you know, just last week I was looking at when I dropped the last video, and it's literally 5 years. 5 years have passed since we started this whole journey of the Far From Finish series. So I just want to let you know this is season 2. I know when we talk about seasons, talking season 2, 5 years have gone. So we are actually going into a different season. We are actually doing this today. And I just want to encourage you. I just want to welcome you back to it. We are going to get into it. We are going to do some different things. We are going to hear some different views. But most importantly, we are going to be looking at understanding that when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. If purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. And we are back. Season 2, Far From Finish. And as I said, season 2, that is what we want to talk about today. Understanding seasons. Why is it important to understand seasons, and especially learning from the seasons we are in all aspects of life, whether it be a child, whether it be a teenager, whether it be an adult, we all go through seasons. We all have to face seasons. Even when we look at the Bible talks about seasons and persons experiencing different trials in their seasons. And why is it so important to understand the season you're in? It's because in those seasons, you learn about yourself. You learn about what you are encountering. You learn about what it is preparing you for the next season. Because in our world right now, we have spring, summer, fall, and winter. Now that's in the Americas and Europe. But in the Caribbean, we have what? Wet and dry season. But I know which way you live, there's a season. And each season calls us to prepare ourselves and to prepare for what that season brings. So when it's dry season, we know what will usually happen in dry season. The sun is usually out more, sun is usually hotter more, and therefore how you dress, how you carry about yourself, what you do is important to that dry season. Even the events you want to hold is important in those seasons. When it comes to wet season, usually we would see rain, we would experience hurricanes, we will have all these things that come in. Therefore, in a rainy season, you cannot be a person without an umbrella. And usually in Trinidad and Tobago, most people, when they come to the rainy season, they still look at their umbrella, right? So seasons are really important in learning about who you are. And, you know, during the time that we haven't seen each other, you have not heard from me, I was going through my seasons. And one of the things I learned in my season, and it was very important, is understanding that each season teaches you to let go of things that we hold on to. Seasons teach us how to move forward because seasons are changing. If it's one thing that is inevitable, it's change. You cannot get away from change. Change is constant and change is inevitable. And when one goes through one season to the next, it is really learning how to let go of what you experience in that season in order to grab hold of what this season brings. And one of the things that keeps a lot of persons back is that when they're crossing from one season to the next, they still want to hold on to those things that were in that season. Part of life and part of lifing, as the young people say it, is change. You are going to experience change continually. And in order to master change is learning how to adapt when those seasons come. One recent change that we had to go through is that I had to sell my vehicle. And I remember my eldest daughter asked, like, "Daddy, you're not sad?" And I was like, "No, I'm not sad because part of life is change." And she was like, "So are you wasting tears for nothing?" Yeah, basically you're wasting tears for nothing, because there is a season you have your vehicle and there's another season you're not going to have a vehicle. And in those seasons, you can't, it pushes you to be a different individual. It pushes you to have a different mentality, because what you are going to needs a mentality to carry in that season. So I can't carry over what I have passed through. I remember Miles Monroe said one of the biggest mistakes we can make is when we are comfortable in our past successes and not able to grab hold of new successes. If you are going to master seasons, it is learning how to let go of your past and grab hold to your future. Because what was in your past brought you to this point. Now crossing into this new season, you're going to need a different mentality, you're going to need different friends, and you're going to need a different environment. Why is that important? Because what environment you were in was conducive for that. A person who has passed through the summer cannot wear winter clothes, because the summer and the environment of summer does not give winter. What you have to do when you go into the winter is what? Wear winter clothes. And that is how that's why it's important when you're dealing with seasons, you know what you are going into. And that is how important understanding the purpose of seasons are for. So again, seasons are very important in our lives, and change is inevitable. So if you are going to master season, you have to master change. And mastering change comes with a change of mentality. So again, if purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. If purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable.